Hello, YouTube. I am on YouTube Live with my people. Hello. I'm taking a little break from my editing. So, I want to talk to y'all real quickly for a minute. And I didn't want to have to post the video from over on TikTok because I'm going to go over there later and tell them what I think. So, I wanted to come over here and say thank y'all so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate y'all. And I'll be over here more live. Let me just get to the topic right now. Get you a grown man. Get you a grown man, right? And this is for if you don't know me, I'm Trey Kearney. I'm the visionary of the New You Nation Network. I started the network for Generation X and beyond. This network is for men and women who are mature. I mean, I'm not saying it's not for people who are not Gen X, younger than Gen X, but it is for a mature crowd. People who are tired of twerking, people who are tired of cursing, people who are tired of nakedness, people who are tired of being surprised when they stream and they're like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. I don't want to see that anymore. This network is for an older generation who we like good content, but we like morals and values. We like to, we don't like all of the stuff that's going on with the young folks. And I get it. Let the young folks have their fun over there on all of those other streaming platforms. And I will not name the streaming platforms because I am not here to discourage. I'm not here to judge or anything. I'm just saying that there are things as a 53-year-old woman that I don't want to see. I don't want to see a whole bunch of young women twerking. I don't want to see a whole bunch of booties. I don't want to see a whole bunch of cursing. I don't want to see a whole bunch of bottle throwing and black women fighting. I don't want to see any of that. So I'm not a person who complains. I am solution based. So that is why I created the New You Nation Network for an older crowd, Generation X and beyond. So, but if you're a millennial or a geriatric millennial, a little bit older, or if you're a younger person and you just enjoy good, wholesome, clean content, fun, we have fun. We have a show called Ladies Night In, where once a month I get together with my girls. We have some cocktails and we have some real conversations. And the conversations got really heated last Saturday. It was on fire. Some things I learned about my girls that I was surprised, but it was a good grown conversation. So I have a video that's floating around that I posted in January, right? I have this video that's floating around. And for some reason, it has resurfaced. I don't know why it resurfaced. But on the video, I said, if a man wants to marry me, he's going to have to pay all the bills in the house, right? And further into the video, I explained what that is. I said, a man that is 45, and I said 50, but the guys were telling me 45. So I said, a man that is 50 and over should be able to maintain the basic necessities of a home on his own. Where's the lie? Right? So I said, any man over 50 years old that want to marry me, and I meant this, he needs to be able to maintain the basic necessities of the home. And I said, at the level of his salary. If he is a teacher, I understand there's a certain lifestyle that he can live, that he can afford, and I respect that. If he's a manager at Walmart, I know there's a certain level of a lifestyle that he can afford, and I respect that. I respect a hardworking man. I don't care where he work. I don't care where he work. If he get up every morning out that bed and go to a job, I will encourage and motivate and cheerlead him on to do better. But as long as that brother get up and work every day, we good. But he needs to be able to maintain the basic necessities of a home without the help of a woman, without the help of anyone at the level of his income. He should be able to budget his money to where he lives in a decent place. I don't care if you are the janitor to the CEO. If you decide that, me and you are together, we getting ready to get married, or any woman that you decide that you're going to ask to marry you or be in a serious relationship with you and move in your house with you, and y'all are going, you should be able to maintain that house at the level of your salary, and you should not be expecting anything for the basic necessities of that home, because you should have already been maintaining the basic necessities of that home. And the men over there, there's some men over there that are screaming and yelling and you must be crazy. And I'm like, no, you must be crazy. Because if you can't maintain the basic necessities of a home without a woman coming into your home and you expecting her to help you when she walks through that door, You don't need to be marrying nobody. The woman will come, the right woman, if you marry the right woman, or if you choose the right woman will come into the home and contribute naturally. But let me say this, it is two things that women thrive off of. There are two things that women thrive off of. That is security and stability, right? Let me just be clear for today. That is security and stability, right? Because a lot of people have come from unstable homes and they don't want to deal with that no more. So they can do bad all by themselves. That's where that saying come from. I can do bad all by myself, brother. You want me to come in here and do 50-50 with you? Ain't nobody doing 50-50 with you. Go somewhere, be by yourself. Yup, I said it. Go somewhere, be by yourself. So women strive on stability and security. There are a lot of men who I see posting on social media, two things that they're saying. I want a woman to be my peace. And the two pieces, the piece and the piece. This is what women are saying. Men are saying, sorry, excuse me. I want a woman to be my peace, and I want a woman to submit to me. Now, when we talk about a woman being your peace, when we talk about a woman submitting to you, that requires a level of security and stability. You want her to be your peace, and she not at peace because she got to get up and work hard every day to contribute to that household, the things that you're supposed to be taking care of. But you want her to be your peace, your two pieces. Y'all know what we're talking about. And you want her to, and again, you want her to be your peace. And when she not giving you a peace, you wondering why, because she's stressed out, because she doing all the other stuff that she don't need to be doing. And women have the choice to work and women will contribute. However, y'all are asking somebody to be something that you're not providing the space for us to be. Because once a woman doesn't have stability and security, she's not at peace with herself. I'm just trying to teach the brothers today. Once a woman does not have stability and security, she's not at peace to be her own peace, because in her mind, she's not at peace. So how do you expect her to be your peace? And then you want a woman to submit. Y'all go around here with all this, you need to submit to me. You can't even provide stability and security in a home. You haven't even prepared yourself. And I'm talking about men over 50. I'm not talking to the men who are trying to figure out who they are and the couples that are getting together at 25, 30 years old, 20. They're building something. We're talking about men 45 and up. And I said 50. So if you want somebody to submit to you and you're dating right now at 45 and up, you need to come fully equipped to take care of yourself in a household without the help of anybody. Even if you married a woman and she's a millionaire. And by no means am I saying this woman is not going to contribute. I don't care if this woman is a lawyer, a doctor. I don't care if this woman is an entrepreneur, a CEO who has started $1 million business. Your hand as a man should not be out for anything from this woman. You should be equipped to take care of yourself and anybody that you decide to bring into your life that you want to submit and be your peace. You should be prepared to take care of the basic necessities of that home. And this is what I said on my other live. A man should be able to take care of the basic necessities of a home. I didn't say that he had to go outside and take care of whatever she wanted. She needed this. I said a man should be able to take care of the basic necessities of a home. And I am so disappointed. And these are black men over on my page. So I can speak to the black men because I'm an advocate for black men. So that's why I try to teach. Go find out what the women need. Go find out what the men need and teach. I'm so disappointed in the black men over there with their negative comments of you must be crazy or you going to be alone. No, I'm not going to be with you, but I'm not going to be alone because the men in my life over 45, especially over 50, but we're going to say over 45, they are maintaining households on their own without depending on their wives or their girlfriends. Now, these are the men that I'm around. These are my best friends and women that I'm close in contact with who have jobs, who have money, but their man does not expect anything from them. They kick in the house because they have great job. Oh, they ready to kick, they ready, but their man does not allow them to. He's not expecting anything from his wife or his woman. But that's a grown man over 50. Even if they've built together from the time they were married from 20 years ago or 30 years ago, men get to a certain age where they want a woman to submit, where they want a woman to be their peace, and they provide the things that is necessary for a woman to submit and be their peace. And grown men are there at 45 and 50 years old. So they have women who are submitting because the woman has security and stability. Now, let me tell you about the women that don't have security and stability, if you must know. She's mean, she's evil, she's tired, she's checked out, she's not intimate. And if you've been with her from 20 to 30 years and you have not gotten to a point where she can make a decision that I'm tired, I'm going to go sit, I'm going to go with the grandkids and all that other stuff, women start to harbor resentment. And I'm only being honest with y'all because there's a lot of marriages that are in trouble because men are saying, I want my wife to submit and I want my wife to be my peace. And your wife has been working really hard at that. But we got 50-year-old men who are talking about, I'm not providing for my wife. She got to kick in 50-50. I was going to say something, but I'm going to keep that to myself. Don't say that, Trey. The Holy Spirit just told me, don't you say that. However, if you want a woman to submit and be your peace and your peace, I'm going to need you to check yourself, brothers. And I'm going to need all the brothers over there on TikTok that's mad because I said, if a man wants to marry me, yup, at 53, yup, at 53. If a man want to marry me, he going to have to pay all the bills in the house, the basic necessities of the home. That is a mortgage and utilities. And if he can't pay that, I don't even care what y'all think about me saying I'm 53 years old and a man that comes into my life at this stage in my life and asks me to marry him, he need to be able to pay the basic necessities of the home. And he shouldn't be expecting me to pay nothing on that, on the utilities and the mortgage or the rent. And I got my own money. I'm providing for myself right now. And again, this ain't no user. This ain't I'm trying to take advantage of nobody. Ain't nobody got no time for struggle love. Oh, I'm going to kick in because you don't have to ask me. And any man that says, what about the woman? Go check yourself. Go check yourself because you shouldn't even be worried. What about the woman? Oh, we in a recession. Do better. Our parents, our fathers were in recession. Our parents were in recession. And the wives were staying home in a recession. And our parents had 5 to 13 kids, 2, 3, 13 kids, 7 kids. And the man in a recession, back in the 60s, in a recession, the men went out and made it happen in a recession. They had recessions back then too. The money wasn't the price of everything. It ain't no different. The men back then was handling their families. Wives were staying home in a recession. And when a recession hit, the man took more hours. The man got another job. The man did what he was supposed to do so his wife could be his peace and she could submit to him. So you wonder why, oh, black women, they rude, they don't submit, they don't submit, she ain't my peace. And I'm just, you don't provide security or stability. That woman is not at peace and you're not worth submitting to because you're not leading properly, because you can't maintain the basic necessities of a home, which is a roof and utilities. And you think she's supposed to submit to you and be your peace of mind and your peace in the bedroom? If you're doing the things that you're supposed to do, there's so much that that woman will provide for you outside of finances and outside of being a piece. But some of y'all don't know that because y'all weren't raised right. So I'm gonna play the mama role and I'm gonna teach you. You as a grown man, and this is for my 50-year-old men, 50 and above. I don't know who didn't tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you. You should be able to provide for a home on your own and with a family on your own. And don't say, what about the woman? We ain't talking about the woman. I don't care if she make $1 million. You, my brother, should be able to provide for a home on your own. You should have a job, a career, a business. You could be an entrepreneur, but you should have something in place at the age of 50 where if that woman never gave you a dime, that you could provide stability and security in that household. And if you do that, if you provide those two things, security and stability, your woman will submit to you and be your peace to you. Your peace and your peace. So if these things ain't happening for you, you should probably look in the mirror and take some self-account, get some self-awareness, self-accountability about why won't this woman submit to me? And why is she not at peace? Because she's not your peace because she's not at peace internally for whatever's going on in your home that you're leading. Oh, Lord. Come on, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit just activated. She ain't at peace. And I'm not blaming men for anything, but I'm saying check. If the head is not right, the body's in trouble. If the head is not right, the family's running around with a chicken, like a chicken with no head. And that's your responsibility as a man if you want to be the head of the household. And if you want her to be your peace and to submit to you, there's some things that you need to be doing. And you need to be supplying or providing security and stability. And if this hurts your feelings, it's called conviction. I'm not condemning you. I'm telling you, it's called conviction when you feel some kind of way at 50 years old. Take self-account of where am I? Locate yourself right now. Why can't I provide for my family by myself? And don't say because of the recession. I know plenty of men, and I don't want to call them average. Let's call them extraordinary. Extraordinary, but extraordinary. Because I never want to call men ordinary. Let's call them extraordinary. Just regular brothers that's providing in a recession in 2023 with a normal job that don't expect anything from their wife or girlfriend. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. So I hope this was helpful to you, to my YouTube community. I'm so glad to be here live. Please leave a comment. Please tell me if there's something that you would like for me to talk about. You can follow me on Instagram. I am at Trey Kearney, TrayKearney, at Trey Kearney. And DM me on Instagram if you follow me, if you want me to follow you back and say, I followed you from YouTube. I'm YouTube family. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the subscribe button, wherever it is, and the notification button, which is the little bell, so that when I come on, it'll notify you that Trey is on. If you need anything from me, you can email me, trey@traykearney.com. I am a certified life and relationship coach. If you need coaching, and what life coaching is a coach works with you to get you from where you are in life right now to where you're trying to go by getting clarity on your bullseye, which is your goal, by coming together with a strategic plan, and then coming up with some realistic action steps to get you from where you are to where you're trying to go. So love y'all, gotta go. This has been really, really rich. I don't know if I could see comments or whatever, which is crazy. But thank y'all for, I see somebody liking. So I see somebody is here. I thought, I didn't even know if I was talking to myself or not. But thank y'all for tuning in. Again, men, if you want a woman This is for my brothers. This is for the brothers who are willing to listen, because I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm an advocate for black men. I have 3 sons. I'm an advocate for y'all. I love y'all so much. But I hear a lot of y'all saying, I want a woman to submit and be my peace. So here is the hack. Here is the cheat code. If you want a woman to submit and be your peace, you must provide security and stability. Physically, mentally, emotionally, yes, and financially. Our men in Generation X, and I'm saying this to y'all because I got to deal with y'all. Y'all have lost your way. Like y'all really, a lot of y'all, and I'm not going to say all men Generation X, but a lot of y'all are looking for help and not a wife. A lot of y'all are looking for a handout. These young boys is passing y'all up. These young men that are coming up behind y'all in their 30, 35, 40 years old, they are putting y'all to shame. And I'm like, come on, Gen X, y'all my dudes. Come on, stop making excuses. These young people ain't playing. These young men are here 35 years old, millionaires, starting businesses, trying this, going into careers. Like y'all falling behind. And somebody needs to tell y'all. Because y'all on here talking about Generation X women or angry black women. And no, we're not angry black women. We just not putting up with the same things that our mothers put up with. We're looking for security and stability. We're not going through the struggle of, and we're not going through this in our second marriage or our second relationship or the second half of our life. We on the other side. We done passed over. We are on the other side right now. So y'all are acting like y'all are in your 20s and your 30s and y'all got time. Like, no, you should have been preparing up to 50 to know who you are and what you're doing and to be able to provide stability and security to a woman so that she can submit and be your peace. I'll come back on with another part to this if y'all leave a message and say, hey, can we talk further about this or something else? So I love y'all. Remember what I tell you at the end of all my broadcasts, you deserve the best. Yes, I'm talking to you. You deserve the best. Now go get it. Peace and blessings. And to my brothers, I really love y'all. I really love y'all. And I'm working with the women. I'm working with women. I'm telling them there are things not only a man has to provide. There are things that you have to provide in order for that man to provide security and stability for you. Just like he has to be worth submitting to and being his peace. You have to be worth him providing security and stability for you. So you got to show up with some things, because I talk to so many men who are not getting what they need intimately and emotionally. So I'm talking to the sisters, but I cannot not come over here and tell y'all that the sisters is telling me the reason why I'm not his peace and I'm not submitting is because he doesn't provide security and stability, because he all over the place. He wishy-washy, because I've been struggling with him financially for the last 25 years and I'm tired. Not only am I struggling, I'm working. I've been taking care of the house for 25 years. My kids are off to college and we still struggling. Women start to harbor resentment when you come back on, if I am available to join at the time. I would love that, Reynolds. I would absolutely love that. I love to have conversations with men. And I love to hear from a male perspective, because what I do is I go back and I tell the women, this is what the men are saying. Especially I deal with a lot of women, and I was about to cut off, but I'll stay on for 2 more minutes because that doesn't mean I've been on for 25 minutes. So let me go quick. I talk to a lot of men, a lot of women who come to me because I'm a coach. I coach women through the devastation of infidelity. So I work with a lot of women who are going through infidelity, cheating. And they come to me and they say, I can't understand why he cheated. And then when we break it on down and we get to the red flags of, he's been asking me to be more intimate, right? He's been asking me, the house is not clean when I come home. He's been telling me I'm not grateful. I never say thank you. We work through these things, right? So what we have to do is we have to come together on both sides. The men have to hear from me when I'm taking back the information that the men are giving me to the women who have been cheated on, and the things that men tell me why they desire to cheat or why they feel like their only way out is to leave. I go back and tell the women. Now I'm coming back from telling the women that, and the women saying The reason why I checked out, I can't be intimate. I'm not aroused by him because we're getting ready to lose our house. Like, I'm not aroused by him because he doesn't make me feel safe in the home. And that's physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. So we must understand that it is a two-way street. Now, the men was really, and this is the men over on TikTok. I'm gonna go over there and talk to them in a minute because they getting on my nerve. But the men was all rah-rahed up when I was teaching the ladies, when I was holding the ladies accountable. And the one time that I held them accountable, they turned on me like a pack of wolves. And I don't like that. And I'm not going for it because I'm just as much as I hold the women accountable, I'm going to hold you accountable because you my brother, you my uncle, you my nephew, you my son. So as much as I'm holding the women accountable, I'm taking the information back that you're giving me. I'm going to take that information back, give it to them, get their feedback because I'm collecting data from the women now. And a lot of the common thread amongst all of the women that I'm talking to, whose relationships are suffering with infidelity, and y'all telling me she's not doing this and she's not doing that. The data that I'm collecting from them is most of the men who went out on a marriage because the woman checked out is because you were not supplying stability and security for her. So she was no longer connected to you because she started to harbor resentment. So you got to take the good with the bad. You got to take the good with the bad. And then we'll all be better. So if every one of us, and this is the key to success in any relationship, that's business, personal, whether it's intimate, whether it's your children, is if every one of us, me and you, us, are being the best, highest version of ourselves in any relationship, there's really no room for the relationship to fail. Now, if I'm being the best, highest version of myself, and you're not being the best, highest version of yourself, the best, highest version of myself has to tell you these are the areas where we're not thriving together. And if this doesn't get together, the best, highest version of myself will not stay with the toxic version of yourself, and I will leave the equation. Because health don't stay in toxic situations. So when women come to me and say, oh, my husband, he's toxic, or my boyfriend, he's toxic, and I say, well, you're toxic too because healthy people leave. I don't stay around toxic people no more. When I was toxic, I did because they were my people. But now that I'm not toxic anymore and I work on myself and there's certain things that I desire, like peace of mind, when toxic people come around me, I'm allergic to them. I'm like, oh no, this does not feel good. So I am going to exit stage left and remove myself from this equation. No, I'm not going to cut them off, or I'm not going to stoop to their level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let them go and remove myself from the equation so that I can remain healthy. Because remember, bad company corrupts good character. Some of y'all are in I'm a savior mode. I'm going to save them. 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 I'm going to get them to a place better. I'm going to help them elevate higher. No, they're dragging you down. Sometimes you got to know when to fold them. As my mother used to listen to Kenny Rogers, the gambler. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You got to know. You got to know that you have tried everything. Let's go to therapy. Let's do this. And this person just want to be, no, save yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. Save yourself, boo. And I'm not saying that when that person gets healthy or that person decides to do better because the loss of you was worth going to get the help that they need, you can always go back. You can always go back. But you can never get time back. Woo! Holy Spirit, activate. You can always walk away. You can always let a person go to let them grow. And you can come back when they show signs of growth, when they show signs of I've been getting the help that I need to be the highest version of myself. But you can never get the time back. And you can't blame people You can't blame people for how long you stayed because that was a decision that you made. I'm up in here rapping and everything. Somebody had posted on social media that they didn't know why they attracted narcissists, right? It was Nene Leakes from The Housewives. She said, can somebody please help? I don't know why I attract narcissists. And I put under the post and they got a lot of, like, maybe 900 likes. This is the lesson right here, because at first I used to say we attract who we are. I used to say that too, because that's what I was taught. People used to tell me that you keep attracting deadbeats, and you keep attracting people that do this, and you keep attracting people that do that. You attract who you are. And I'm like, but I'm not loud and obnoxious, but I'm not rude and mean, but I'm not a cheater, but I'm not a liar. And you're telling me I attract who I am? No, not so much. And this revelation just came to me last month. And I had to say this on her post because it came to me, because it freed me. It's not a matter of who we attract. It's a matter of who we entertain and for how long. Because we attract all different kind of people. We attract good people. We attract people in between. We attract bad people. We attract heavyset people. We attract thin people. We attract people with long hair, bald headed. It's not that we're attracting who we are. It's a matter of when we get to know the person, how long we're entertaining them. So the problem is not who you attract. The problem, baby, is who you entertain and for how long. So when toxic people come into my world, I am not going to let you waste 5 years of my life. Because I know I attracted you because you was cute. I was cute. We was cute. We was having a good time. You showed me we had some things in common. So we was attracted. But now I see some behaviors that don't line up with who you said you are. I no longer decide to entertain you. Gotta go, gotta go. So peace and blessings, y'all. I love y'all. I hope that was helpful. And I will see y'all next time. I'll come on for a lunch and learn. So love y'all. Gotta go. Peace. Again, follow me on Instagram. I'm at Trey Kearney, TrayKearney. You go check out who I am on my website. It explains everything about me because I built the website myself. So you can get to know me, why I think the way I think, who I am, and why. It's www.traykearney.com. I am also on TikTok at Trey Kearney 26, at TrayKearney 26. Please, if you need help in life, you need a life coach, please reach out. Trey at TrayKearney.com. All things Trey Kearney. Love y'all. Mwah.